start the chapter. January 7th, 12:52 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. So, how do you think the trial went this morning? One more thing. Corroborate. That's the word I was looking for, Tom Nookster. I couldn't think of it in time, so I said confirm. Corroborate sounds so much cooler. One last thing. Most of you know this already, but I do full voice acting for the playthrough, so I'm not going to be responding to chat too often. If I don't respond to you, it's not because I don't love you. It's because I'm reading. Yeah, I feel you, Stacked. All right, have a good afternoon, dude. All right, so let's go in. So, how do you think the trial went this morning? How do you think it went? Got a bit crazy in there. I just wondered if that killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is what old Mr. Kudo saw, the apron straps and the ribbon, and that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionitis. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah! We've gotta find one for Maggie, or she's gonna have a terminal case of guilty. Alright, let's get our info from Maya, I mean. Well, I'm officially at a loss of where to start. Yeah, me too. Let's try some brainstorming. You go first. I guess we should try to put Mr. Kudo's testimony to some sort of use. Yeah, that's true. And we need to figure out the identity of the waitress and who the victim really was. Somehow, I think the key to this case has got to be at Très Bien. Well, then let's go back there and check it out again. Oh, and we should drop in on Maggie and see how she's doing, too. It's a good call. So, anything on your mind? Actually, there is something. I was wondering about Zinioff. You know, like, what he's like and stuff. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that guy. I oughta beat you so hard it'll feel like yous was smooching the express train. Phoenix Wright? You saying you Phoenix Wright? Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only. Actually, I learned a little something about my doppelganger. Huh? You did? What did you find out? Oh yeah, Maya was working at the restaurant when I ran into Don Fanione? Don Fanione? What? Is that supposed to be like a pun on Don Quixote? Let's just say he was such a terrible version of me that I wanted to sue for defamation. What's that guy's story, anyway? What does he have to gain by impersonating me? Oh, Phonione. Oh, Don Phonione. Oh, I get it. My reading abilities kind of did me dirty there. Alright, I guess we should stop at the detention center. Maggie, are you here? I guess she's still in questioning. But we've got questions to ask her too. Maggie. Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. Alright. Let's get out of here. January 7. Très bien. Empty as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. That's it. Come on. Hey, that sounds like... Oh, it's him. Now, just call an 8, pal. Come on, I know you can do it. He's getting really worked up over something. No, that's the wrong number. Looks like an 8 would only have netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? Oh, it's yous. I was just, well, I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is. And he's having the twin tea set. What can I say? That makes no sense to me. Why? This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know. You always blow apart my testimony. Why, of all days, didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it, for once. Yeah. What happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? Would you have preferred crumbly like aged Parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggie say anything to you? About me, I mean. Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe! I hate him, sir! I mean it! I don't ever want to see him again! Something like that. Please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean... Why? Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall, Nick. Oh man, poor Gumshoe. Love hurts, man. So, did you like the twin tea set? I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous, my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate. Delicate? You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? What's the matter with him? Looks like he's thinking. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. I just got it right now. Bad. That's it. It tasted bad. Ugh. It's kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you paid 20 bucks though, pal. Maybe he should have found out about the price after he had finished eating. Maybe that's why Glenn Elg came here. Maybe he heard about the famous twin tea set. Glenn Elg, the victim, huh? Which reminds me, we still hardly know anything about the guy. Why don't we ask Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? So, what were you all excited about earlier? Huh? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that? Nah, that was nothing, pal. I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you can tell little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing, really. It was just, daily exercise show. He's obviously buying lottery tickets. What the? A psych lock? Ha ha ha. This lunch special's lobster is great. Then why are there tears in your eyes? Wait, no. Why? Oh, wrong button. It was the, weather forecast, pal. Didn't you say it was an exercise program earlier? Oh, he actually gave a different response. Well, good. I'm glad I looked at it. It was nothing, really. All right, let's present. Megatama, Megatama. I'm gonna break your psych lock. Megatama, yeah. The radio. All right, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you made a big thing out of it, I'm not gonna tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to this. I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you'd try to win big, just like Glenn Elk did. It's like you could see right through me. Huh? I've cracked him already? That's why I said it was nothing. Now tell me about the radio. I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. What's with everyone in this lottery? So, how did it go? I won 50 cents! It'd be better to win nothing at all than half a lousy buck. I was so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. Elk. When they read those results out on the radio, it really gets you hot pumping. You know they broadcast it live when they're picking the numbers? It's intense, pal. I bet that's what Glenn was listening to on the day he was killed. Yeah, what time is it now? It's just after 1:30. And the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? Yeah, look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Millionaire radio flyer added to the court record. Millionaire radio? That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick. Then buy a ticket, Maya. With your own money. Every Monday at 1:30. Victim, time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30. So after he was a confirmed winner for the ticket, he was killed. Well, that's about everything we got here, I think. He still has one more conversation hole I need to unlock, though. And I need more info on Glenn. Maybe he'll give me more info on Glenn. This guy was a real programming genius. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. They called him the walking computer at the place he worked. What happens when he crashes, though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? He wasn't a computer, Maya. Anyways, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? Fun? Oh, I knows! So, have you paid a visit to where Glenn worked yet? You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Incorporated, or something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. This could this could be fun, Nick. Let's go. Computers really aren't my thing, Maya. We'll be fine. I know all about that high-tech stuff. I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc., huh? Any more talking points, though? Well, whatever, I got Blue Screen Inc. Wow. This place looks futuristic AF. Wow! This place is so high-tech! You can almost smell the electricity in the air. It's a computer firm, Maya. They can't work without electricity, you know. Who are you? Oh, snap. Who's Future Babe? Oh, hello. I'm sorry. Access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show. My name is Lisa Basil. Her name is also a palindrome. I'm the company director. Director? She's human? She seems more like a ghost in a shell. And that thing over her eye, isn't that the same device as Glenn Elg? That's a DMH, right? Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's an HMD. All of my best programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs. Then, do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one. So, what exactly is this firm's business? I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of the industry and deliver optimum operating system and source level components. Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyze and management. It doesn't matter. They analyze stuff. You got that much, right? The software we produce is distributed on CDs. CDs? Yes, compact disc, digital optical storage media, of course. CDs are used for software as well as music. You can tell when this game was released. It's a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now?
I'm researching the impact of something. I'm also watching Twitch at work because
Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we are involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Yeah. Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. What do you mean, you people? You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know. It's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier, too. But I couldn't tell him anything either because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Incorporated. Oh. How about Mr. Elg's desk? Have you cleared it out already? No, not yet. It's this one right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are more than welcome to take it. I guess there might be a clue here somewhere. Let's examine. Yo, what up, Moni? Big fan. Whoa, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess. Looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done without everything all over the place like this. You think real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know? She's trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry then. Hey, this calendar. What about it? If it's another hint about tidying, you can forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elg was murdered. Is there anything else? Yeah, it says, meet with the tiger. The tiger? Glenn's calendar added to the court record. All these papers on the ground. Whoa, look at this mess! Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? For betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Oh wow, his drawers are stuffed full with these. Looks like they're all losing tickets though. We know he's a gambler then. This many tickets would get you what? A buck down to the recycling center? You're hopeless, Nick. You know that? I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. Anything else here? December 3rd, note meet with the tiger on it. And then 500. There's 500. I don't know if they're that good, Lollipop Kraken. He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he? Wow, I bet that's where the pro and programmer comes from, huh? I guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand that skill set and all. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I could become old CD's apprentice. And what about your old spirit medium training? Hey, look, Nick! It's a supercomputer! It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it? Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya. That explains why we don't use computers in our office. You work there too, Maya. Yeah, but at least I'm... Please, don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise, the computer will laugh at you. She said she'd laugh at us, Nick. She's a human, Maya, not a computer. Okay, let's present... I want to present this little boy right here. Would you mind taking a look at this? I am sorry, that data is super admin restricted desktop access password protected. Super admin restricted desktop access password protected? What? What is this madness? No, Maya, this is Sparta. She won't tell us unless we say the right code word. Super, oh my god, a code word. Sesame. If it's not Sesame, then it must be her mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. There's no point in having a password if it's always the same thing, Maya. I guess she doesn't want to talk about this. Maybe we should focus on asking about Glenn Elg. What do you say? Yeah, let's present Glenn Elg's profile. About Mr. Elg, he was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from one or two bugs in his personality. Oh, like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was no trouble at all, a model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. We've got to find out what this trouble was exactly. Can I talk now? About Mr. Elg. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry? Why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Hey, 3 locks. Yikes. A psych lock? I guess Mr. Elg is like every other man with his own pile of secrets. I wonder if there's anything else I can do here. I can see if I can break this at all. Let's see how it starts. Glenn's trouble. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to somebody in the customer service department. What's she talking about? I guess I better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's troubles have something to do with this? What is that? A bunch of horse racing tickets. All losing ones. With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortune is immoral. Why did I get a whiff of hypocrisy just now? But what is the relevance of these tickets? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg, he had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Yeah, but not everyone buys this many tickets. Anyways, I don't believe that proves anything on its own. You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? Lottery, horse races, he bought a lot of tickets. And he lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps? No! Well, you are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000? Yes, but it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elg's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. I don't have Imposter Phoenix Wright's profile yet. I know it's him, but I can't do anything else. Alright, I don't think I can do any more with her. I'm gonna have to come back. Oh, kitchen! New stuff. Hey. Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. It's that lady. We saw a flash of her last time. I'll be back next month. Oh, oui. Naturellement, I'll be waiting for you. If you haven't gotten it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. No, I will have everything ready, I promise. I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles. No, no, no! Stop it, I beg you! Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you. Mais no, this is not necessary. You can trust me, mademoiselle. Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh, no, you do not have to worry. You know you worry far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. Is a la oil of sandalwood. I do love raw meat from time to time. This girl is creepy as shit. Holy shit. I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye. For now. Did she not see me? Excuse me. I have the shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I becomes a nervous wreck. There, oh, oui, that feels good. Ugh! Ooh la la! Excuse me, monsieur. My eyes! Your eyes? If you have trouble with your eyes, all you need is a little oil of sandalwood. Isn't that just the leftovers of what you were just using? So this guy is being threatened with death by this lady. You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? No, you are right, monsieur, but perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, no? Now I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme. Putting on a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. But you are right. Business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is la problem. People do not understand it. They think it is Torre. I want people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think you serve fast food on cheap plastic trays? Nick! That's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to le finale. No one will take it from me. That woman just now, tell me about her. So, who was that woman you were just talking to? Ooh la la, you saw that? Well, yeah. Sorry. So, who was she? She looked like so polite and graceful. Polite? Graceful? And she likes raw meat and fires, right? I'll be back next month. We literally just saw this. We don't need a flashback. This girl's obviously the murderer. If it was a thin lady from the back with hair similar to Maggie who was the murderer who poisoned the coffee, it's obviously her. Now that I think about it, hey Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation they were having. You think so? Well, then let's show him that piece of evidence and see what happens. What piece of evidence? Oh, shit. Oh, this one. Oh, that makes sense. His loan contract. Yeah. So long as that paper exists, I am but a delightful angel with la broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. Oui, they kept harassing me months after months. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them? With what? Ma bien sûr. If I did not owe them the money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied. Please, what did you agree to help them with? No, I cannot say. If I tell you, that woman, she will slice me up and eat me with slush salad garnish. Ew! I hope that he doesn't literally mean he'll be sliced up and served with garnish. I'm gonna guess that woman has something to do with your loan contracts. Am I right? Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. He's not gonna tell us about that woman. The woman who was here earlier. I take it that she's, Why has it come to this? What a tragedy! Suddenly I find myself so deep in the depth. It is a sign of the bad, bad world we live in, oh? No, I'd say it's more of a sign of the bad, bad culinary skills. The woman who was here, the scary woman. She is from the loan office. Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Oui, tender lender, it is called. Catchy name. Just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10. $10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya. Hey, I get a bit more than that, thank you very much. So, tender lender is a loan office you borrowed $500,000 from? I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case. I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to him loaning me the money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I am like his slave. I have to do everything that he tells me. Who is this he? La Tiger. The tiger? Oh, oui. He is the manager of the Tenderlander. A terrifying man, the big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling, and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear that noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter? Hey, does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, no, no, no. The man is a presence, a most formidable personality. Although, oui, he does have the spiky hair, just like you. Oh, there is a resemblance there, I suppose. Huh. Sounds like this loan office is worth checking out after all. If you want to visit the Tenderlander, it is just beyond Vitamin Square. Hey, Nick. If you need money, I can loan you some, as long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer, but just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Alright, let's go check this out. Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. We got a big meeting starting up in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside. Okay, well, see you later then. Bye. You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I kind of got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for Maggie, actually. I was kind of hoping you'd give this to her for me. What is it? It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. I've been real worried about her. She looked like she lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe. How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on earth who could munch down this much meat. You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of that tender juiciness. So will you give it to her? It took me ages to make. Oh, please say you will, pal. Please. I can't exactly say no, can I? Gumshoe's lunchbox given to Maya to carry. Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to get that to Maggie. He's finally gone. Yikes. Mean, dude. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, the scooter's back. I don't see any sign of Mr. Godot, do you? Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway. At least not for now. Besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Hey, check this out. I wouldn't get too close to that if I were you. Otherwise, you might be in for a shock. My phony must be lurking someplace nearby. Just imagine a tiger loose in the city. Meanwhile, the real phoenix is like an abandoned chick, lost in the vast urban jungle. Huh? Don't worry. Someday you'll grow up and be a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope. Why is she trying to pep talk me into becoming my phony? Tenderlander. Wow, that office. Solid gold desk, punching bag. Interesting place. This place gives off a real strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Ugh. Talk about a creepy voice. It makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. Oh.
You're here to discuss a loan?
No, not exactly.
The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please.
She's gone. Just like that. I guess we'll just have to come back another time. But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, let's take a look around. Do you think it'd be okay? Of course! No one will ever know.
Coffee?
Ah!
I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly.
Yes, thank you.
Do not touch the desk, please.
No, she's not Tiger. She's weird debt collector lady. Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here? Yeah, don't drink that coffee for reals. There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud, it's a wonder you can hear it. The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music Tiger's into.
Have you finished the coffee?
Yeah, thanks. It was lovely.
So, you drank it all? If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there'll always be another cup.
Don't drink any coffee from her. That coffee, it was laced with something. I'm almost sure of it. Nick, my stomach is killing me. Oh, wait. Maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. We better take a look at that CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the? What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw of the Tiger? Are you kidding me? The Rocco soundtrack, Claw of the Tiger? It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. No way. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. It's on the floor here. Oh no, someone dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's gonna be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up was such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How did she manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy? Oh, hey. There's a book of matches here, too. Matches, huh? Places don't give out those much nowadays. Hey, wait a second. What is it? Look what's printed on the back. It says Très bien. Oh, that places him at Très bien. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them. Yeah, the pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. What's this? It's a punching bag. What? No way. You wouldn't catch me walking around with a bag like that. What do you mean, walking around? The design's gross to start with, and it's way too heavy to be practical. And why is it called a punching bag? Don't people know messenger bags are in? I knew it. I was right before, back at Très bien. Paris fashion is more my thing. Oh, I really, really hope she's pulling my chain on this one. Let's see. The round doll thing is called Daruma, I think. Figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured, in case you're wondering. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always right himself. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove. Only if I feel like dying. Now, the yellow thing. This is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's called a king. Now that I'm not that I'm an expert or anything, I'm more of a reversey person, you know? Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Ooh. Hey, there's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $1,500, $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light? That's insane. The car is registered to the Cadavernis? Huh? So it's not even the Tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the Tiger's office? We've already gotten a lot of evidence in here. Win through compromise. I wonder what that's supposed to mean. It must mean that something if they took the trouble to frame it like that. Yeah, well, it still doesn't make any sense to me.
That's the tender lender's guiding principle.
Oh?
Compromise the customer to win.
Oh, I see. How about you, Nick? Well, as long as we don't have to compromise my hair, I'd say we're okay. That's one slogan no business owner should ever explain to their customers. Ugh. Hey, look at this Persian-style coat. It's so chic. Looks more like a pimp coat to me. I guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. Huh. The same color as my suit. Oh! Keep your voice down, Maya. Nick, you've got to take a look at this.
Some cake?
Ah!
I'll just leave it here for you to...
Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks, yeah.
Just wait here quietly. Otherwise...
Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure.
I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understand?
Oh, I'm scared, Nick. So, what were you getting so excited about before? Look, on the lapel of this suit. That's an attorney's badge. Is the Tiger a lawyer? No way. Look at this badge. It's made of paper. Whoa. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks real cheap to me, Nick. Why doesn't anyone recognize this obviously fake badge when they see it? Ah. Come out from under the desk, Maya. What are you two snooping around my office for? Nothing. We're just... Oh, my precious carpet! You's got ash on my rug. You're gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us. It was already like... Yous wanna argue with me? Is that what you're doing? You think yous can take me on? I'm gonna flatten yous into pancake and turn you into my new rugs. Oh.
Don Tigre. You're back.
Ugh, that voice. It's like evil seeping into your head through your ears.
I'm sorry, Don Tigre. I knocked over that ashtray before and...
Has she gotten a death wish or what? Oh, right. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing. What? Oh, I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair.
Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan.
Oh! Phoenix Wright. Yeah? You was either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you's gotta come and mess up my plan? So it was him. He is my phony. Heh. But I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left the little girl at home, right? I have a few things I want. Go! No questions. This is the last time we meet. What? Wait. Please? That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you're one to talk. I didn't hear you scream, hold it either.
Espresso.
Oh!
And cookies.
This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger had called her? Violetta? So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tender Lender.
With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. A conscientious rate of interest and an attractive repayment policy.
Why do I get a feeling this sentence is not going to end well?
We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra. Here at Tender Lender.
Hey, Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much.
Tender Lender is on your side.
So let's say that I'm late with my repayment. What happens then?
We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee.
Right. I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. One second. Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating?
What incident?
Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident.
Let me see. I was here that day with the manager.
The manager being the tiger?
Furio Tigre.
Furio? Tigre? So that's where the tiger thing comes from. Zinniof's got a real name. Nick, hurry up and find out more about him. Don't gotta tell me twice. Age 42. Can I ask you about the tiger? I mean, Mr. Tigre?
Cookies?
Sure?
How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself.
Go ahead, Nick. The honor is all yours. No. Ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together?
We are lovers.
That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice.
And I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me.
The tiger saved you?
Please, address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'd have to...
Okay, Don Tigre, I'm sorry, of course. He saved your life. I'm sure I'd like to know more about how that happened.
I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died once.
You died?
About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope.
I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across River Styx.
But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything.
Everything?
When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy.
No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe.
I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso.
I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you've got the bandage around your head?
This?
So, what's the story with the bandage?
They put it on after the operation.
Operation?
It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury.
Fatal injury? Maya just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once? Ooh, a quadruple psych lock. Yikes. Ugh, she really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. I don't think I have nearly enough to pursue this. I can try, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. The head bandage. You said that the bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct?
Yes. The operation was very difficult, apparently.
Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this? I literally have no idea what it could be involving, so I can't continue here. Alright, let's go check somewhere else. Oh. There he is. Old CD's back feeding the pigeons again.
There, take this, and that, and this. Get out of my park.
Like I thought. He's really mad. Come on, Maya. Just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we can. Wait, what? Why? Hello, old man. What are you doing, Maya? Huh?
Huh? Ah.
Hey, he just turned his back away. I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo!
Pigeon.
Look, we really need to talk to you, all right?
Out with the demons, in with the good fortune.
Ow! See, shell splinters. Painful. I always knew you were a demon, Maya. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today.
Keh, everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was so busy looking at the servant girl's backside that he couldn't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal.
Not at all.
Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw what that waitress put in it. She put some white powder into the young lady's cappuccino.
We hear you.
And another thing. The young layabout was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles.
But we're really sorry.
So I made a little mistake about the vase. So what? I know what I saw, I tell you. I tell you.
Okay. Take it easy, please. Mr. Kudo.
Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky-haired brat. Take this.
You said you were a craftsman, right?
Yeah. The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves.
Surely it's not that.
I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer. I was born one.
Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself.
Hey, I wanted to stick my finger up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole. Objection!
Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he's just in a bad mood. That's all.
I've got a tsunami of frustration inside, and it's ready to burst out.
If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? Guess I better let him talk. So there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then.
Of course not, you idiot. I'm all good for nowadays. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands.
Errands?
Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of 2-bit community handyman?
Well...
Buy some bread. Now that I can understand. But what's the point in feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Oh yeah, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I?
I'm sure you don't. Man, this guy's at home and at that restaurant. Hold up. By restaurant, are you talking about Trebier? Did you get asked to run an errand there, too?
Yeah, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned.
What? So, on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do?
Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table. The servant girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me.
Excusez-moi? You call la police. Call them yourself.
Call them yourself, I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time.
So, did you end up calling the police?
Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze.
Did you call them on your cell phone?
Yeah, do I look like I have one of them newfangled thingamajiggies? I went out looking for a payphone, of course.
You went looking for one?
I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes?
So for 5 minutes after the incident happened. Yes, sirree. The owner was at Trebier on his own.
Why didn't you mention this in court this morning?
Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance, but you all bullied me out of the courtroom.
Thank you, Mr. Hold on.
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today.
Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say.
Nope, we got him kicked out.
It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got...
Or you could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious, which leaves that man alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe a certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant.
Oh, sure. You go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose you've been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead,
We should get more details on exactly what happened from Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong. I know a hint when I see one. Oops, wrong place. Bum, 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 ba-na-na-na. January 7th, Trebier Kitchen. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again. But the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Ugh, missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. Maybe. I know, I still gotta break those psych locks. But I think right now we should go check to see if Maggie's free. I haven't gotten anything that's gonna get me any further with the Glen Elg psych lock, and I need a reason for the fatal incident for Violetta to be able to pursue hers too.
Oh, Mr. Wright!
Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you? Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm gonna stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident, anyway. Is it possible she's the one misremembering things? Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimonies that didn't match up with what you remembered? Yep, there are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder in the coffee cup? So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bomber, Maya. The name's scrawled on the sports paper. They never did find the CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too. Oof, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenn Elg, collapsed, right? Yeah, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. Before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. Scusi. So, between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you had no idea what went on at Très Bien? Nope, no idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly. And you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. Ugh, it's like the master biting the paw of the dog that feeds it. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when we spoke earlier with him. I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Just like she's trying to figure something out. We'd better find out exactly what happened to the old man that day. Okay. Well, let's ask about Victor. I gotta give her the little dish, too. Gotta give her Gumshoe's dish. Oh, I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh. I thought you just said you felt much better. Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, I'll spill all of it and see what you make of it. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yeah. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true that there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy, and she had a kind of cackling laugh. Creepy? Cackling? Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I've got something you're gonna love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox, just for you. Here. Whoa, a lunchbox. Weenies, too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like you put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules, no gifts allowed. Hey, come on, Maggie, don't be like that. The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned witness says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But... She's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But... I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya. Well, how was it? That hit the spot. I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. She seems not glad about that. Do you recognize this guy? Holy smokes, that's him! Huh? That's your phony, Mr. Wright. Just look at that ridiculous suntan. For the record, I'm not sunburned like an overdried tomato, so I don't know how. He told me he'd been on a business trip to Hawaii, and that's where he got his tan. I'm not hearing this. Disgusting. Disgusting. I don't... excuse me. Yeah, let's present the CD. I know I used to be in the police force, but I'm incarcerated now. I don't pick up much information in here. All I can help you out with is the menu at Très Bien. Aw, come on, Maggie. Don't let your spirits fall. Nope. Oh yeah, that's from when I was carrying a customer's breakfast over to them. The ketchup splotch, you mean? My whole face was fire engine red thanks to that stuff. But you spilled the ketchup on your apron, didn't you? I don't see how the ketchup-covered omelet went flying and hit a customer in the face. Oh, talk about a tomato red face. Makes me wish I could have seen it myself. Yeah, I guess. It was kind of a sight to behold. Alright, I don't know what else to do here. Yeah, I can try presenting Violetta, see if that gets me anything. Nope. All I can tell you about now is info about ex-cons or the clientele of Très Bien, sir. Aw, don't let it get you down, Maggie. You did say something slightly different, but yeah. Let's move on. Let's see if we can check in on Gumshoe yet. The main server just went up in smoke. Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already.
Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet, too.
I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief.
But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas.
It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch.
No! Just when some young guy...
Oh my god, some young guy
was about to confess his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend.
Wow. This place is really buzzing. Something must be going down. Something really big. What are you doing here, pal? Detective Gumshoe? You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We got big problems here today. Why? What's going on? It's a virus! A virus! A virus? There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. But I really need to ask you some questions. Okay, I'm only gonna say this once, so listen up. Yeah? No matter how poor you get, you never borrow money from a place like this, you hear? Okay? If you got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. We're not thinking about borrowing money, Detective. We want information. Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Tender lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. And it seems it just ran into some trouble recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed calling in all their debts. Really? Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady. Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did he just say? That lady? Who's the lady he's talking about, Nick? We better find out what the story is with this lady. That's the girl who works over at Tenderlenda. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? That should be the least of your worries, pal. What's that supposed to mean? What could be the worst? What could be worse? Her name's Viola Cadavereni. Viola Cadavereni. 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 It was her car. She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadavereni. Bruto Cadavereni? You know who that is, Nick? Never heard of him. Bruto Cadavereni is the boss of the Cadavereni family. The Cadaverenis? That's one scary sounding name. We can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on? Aren't you? No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to. Oh, I better get some more info out of Gumshoe about this family. Okay, now stuff's coming in. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved with this, but who are the Cadaverenis? Oh, that's the wrong accent, sorry. Who are they? They're a scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared? What's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop. These guys are scary. They've got a serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them. They got too much moolah. Moolah as in, they pretty much control all the cash in the city's black market. The black market, huh? And that includes Tenderlender, I take it? Sure, no one stands up to Bruto Cadavereni. And I mean it. Interesting. So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then? Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little girl. She means everything to him. So, how did she end up at Tenderlender? I don't know, pal. But I heard she's the boss of the Tenderlenda, or she and the boss of Tenderlenda are pretty tight. Tight? That's what it said in a file I read related to Maggie's case. Sounds like a pretty important clue. So, what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know. What? Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal? And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is? Well, Nick, do you? A computer virus? Sure, I mean, only in simple terms, of course. Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright? Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine, I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics of the two to you. A virus is a program that gets inside your computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode? No, the damage is, well, it's all internal. So the inside goes boom? Imagine all the case data you've stored on your PC here. Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station. A virus could wipe out all of that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Whoa, that's scary! Yeah, and what's even more scary is the viruses are infectious. Infectious? Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Heh, just like a real virus, huh? But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? No. People don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else. What? That's horrible. Ah, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Godot so he catches a cold. Right. Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that though, Nick. It's wrong. Who? What? Wait, what? Why are you guys jumping to conclusions about that? Like that? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. And all that different viruses have names, right? I kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard of it before, too. What's the name of the virus? He didn't say the name of the virus. What's the name of the virus? Most computers are connected together on a network. And all the different viruses have names, right? I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before. I'm gonna have to present things until it just matches up. No. No. Probably not. Nope. We never did find the contents of that bag. It was medicine for Mr. Elg's ruptured eardrum, right? Yeah, we found traces of it in his left ear canal. He must have used it while he was at Trebien. We sure of that much. Okay. Maybe this is it. Detective Gumshoe, about this... What? I'm trying to concentrate on, This is it. This stupid name, I remember it now. I thought so. Here it comes. Don't just nod to yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. The name's scribbled on that sports paper and written on that CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber. What? Yeah, the virus that's just infected every computer in the station, pal. It's MC Bomber. Can you give us any more details? Please. We already knew about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head and honchos of the law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands wasn't met. Who are they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. All this stuff with criminals and viruses. I almost feel like we're in a sci-fi movie. Apparently, the programmer who made this virus was a real genius or something. The focus right now is on tracing the root of this virus on the black market. You mean someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, and because this one's so powerful, they're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. In the millions? A virus can be worth that much? Okay. Ugh, I can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing. And that is, the lunchbox. How did everything go? Lunchbox? You remember the weenies? I hate weenies. Oh yeah, those weenies. So, how did my weenies taste when they went down the hatch? Huh? Well, it was delicious. Yeah? That's what she said? Really? Not exact. Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox. Oh. Do me a favor again, pal, and deliver this. This sure is a heavy burden. In more ways than one. I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that. Weenies again, Nick. Tell me we don't have to eat all these too. I really can't eat more. Okay, found a Tenderlander contains a computer virus program. Aw, she's not there. All right, I guess let's go. I want to go check out Blue Screens, man. Now that we know that he was working on a virus, we can definitely get more info from Blue Screens. God, this lady's so cool. Glenn's troubles. So how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service. What's she talking about? I guess I better just take a shot. All right, did his troubles have to do with his horse racing tickets? What is that? A bunch of horse racing tickets, all losing ones. With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortune is immoral. Why did I get a whiff of hypocrisy just now? But what is the relevance of these tickets? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg. He had a gambling habit, didn't he? All right, we already did all this. I'm just going to keep going. The lottery ticket. Take that! Boom ba na 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 na. Lottery, horse racing. He bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps? No! You are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000? Yeah, but it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000, but there was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? Whatever do you mean? Mr. Elg's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. Furio Tigre, the boss of a loan office called Tenderlander. Tenderlander? People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices. Like you're one to talk. Well, what do you think? Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No. I mean about Mr. Elg. You think Glenn had something to do with this Furio Tigre? Yes. I'm sorry, but I don't know of any connection between the two of them. Really, because I've got proof that Mr. Elg and the tiger knew each other. What is my proof that they knew each other? I want to say it's possibly this sports paper with MC Bomber on it, considering we found MC Bomber at his office. But right here, meet with the tiger. No, it's on his calendar. Furio Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tenderlander. This is who Mr. Elg went to meet with on the day of the murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt. No!
It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $100,000? Ouch. But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guy got lucky and won the lottery, but what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents? I suspected he was talking about programming. What computer program is worth $100,000? Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work. I'm so close to cracking her. The program in question, was it by any chance this? Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber. No! Got her. Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer, but it had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep. You mean he was in debt? Yes, $100,000 in debt, not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work, something a bit risky. Risky? How? Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Trebieng. Where do you come up with these ideas? So it's safe to say that Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh? The MC Bomber virus? Yes. It was a work of genius. In a bad sort of way, but of course, still genius. Something like that would have probably fetched several $1 million on the black markets. Inconceivable! Gumshoe was right for a change! This date, December 3rd, that is marked on his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts. MC Bomber updated in the court record. I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. Alright, cool. I'm glad. I like when it gets rid of unnecessary evidence. I think we probably have enough enough to go to crack Viola or Violetta's psych lock. Bam! The head bandage. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered from a fatal injury to the head, correct? Yes. The operation was very difficult, apparently.
Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this? I think her connection to the mafia is a good place to start. Well?
Donuts? Huh? I baked them myself. Homemade donuts.
Oh, wait, shit. No, the scooter. Okay, no, I see where we're going. I see where we're going from here. Think about it. Yeah, now I get it. It's a car accident. I'm an idiot. Because, evidence, repair bill, $1,500 to the Cadaverini family. And that's her last name. Expensive bill. Must have been a lot of damage in the car and to her skull. I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that the car was involved in an accident.
Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis.
Yes, it is.
I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me?
Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. All right, then. Your relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. It's your last name. I know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you?
It happened 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me.
Oh!
It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try and avoid it, but I took a blow to the head. A bad one.
Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike?
I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right? I don't know what happened to them. They ran away. Or so I heard.
Ran away?
If they'd stayed, I'd have...
Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been... It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident.
It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it. We collided, the motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all, is he?
It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash. I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I have proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike. It's his bike that is clearly involved in a traffic accident. It's not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tigre rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Miss Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they?
It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true.
I knew it.
But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive.
How much are we talking?
Very, very expensive.
She seems kind of hesitant on giving me an actual figure, so I should back off. Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for it, right? After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him. Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for your operation wasn't because of you, but someone else. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you are his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much this operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money?
$1 million. "4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious, a simple procedure."
Oh, really?
Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big. They said the operation cost $1 million.
$1 million?
My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay for it. $1 million in compensation.
Compensation, huh? It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million? Oof. This has to be related to the poisoning case somehow. Sorry, my eye's getting real itchy. I think my allergies are kicking up. We gotta make it through the rest of this, though. Let's go.
I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not because of my grandfather.
Oh, man. The teardrop.
But I knew. I knew that wasn't really true.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
What he did to get the money was... it was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him.
You helped him? In what way?
Here. Take these.
What are these? Medical papers?
I am Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer. He simply couldn't refuse.
I need to see those papers right now. $1 million for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year. It's inexcusable. There are two things that I consider inexcusable: poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. Phoenix Wright has a particular strong hatred towards poisoning because of his ex-girlfriend, case number 1. That's the thing. Betrayed by his ex-girlfriend, and also she was poisoning people. Is everything all right, Nick? We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. Yeah. I won't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. Repair bill thrown into the trash.
Bonjour! I have been waiting for your return.
Mr. Armstrong?
Good
timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
Well, he hasn't got anything to say to yous, fellas.
Oh, it's Zinioff!
Who you calling Ziniope?
Come out from under the table already, Maya.
Okay, hand it over.
What?
Yous wanna play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers, now.
Uh-oh. I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you.
Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant. Yous wanna know what's sad? I'll tell yous what's sad. It ain't only her face. She thinks she's got power because she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad.
I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm gonna expose what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off.
Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that? 2.
Oui. Mr. Armstrong? Forgive me. Désolé, I cannot argue with him. Did I just get my ass kicked? Ugh! That really hurt. Is that all you's got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter. Wait! Don't take it too hard, Phoenix Wright. That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital. Evidence. Hold it, pal! Detective Gumshoe? Detective? You think you was gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Ugh. Whoa. Come on, Gumshoe. Keep it together. You guys, you gotta get out of here. Leave this guy to me. But, go, pal, and take this. If you get hurt, who'd look after Maggie, huh? All right. Thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind. I'll get even with that guy tomorrow. In court. Tenderlender is going down. Nice. We got to keep the crucial evidence.